make music no more like they used to. Now, do they? So what I want to do to you guys, his fans, his loved ones, I want to bring and highlight the relationship that my father and Miles Davis has had. You guys were best friends. I'm talking about, I was a little boy. Miles Davis would call the house would say, "Hey, where the your daddy at? Put him on the phone." And I'd be sitting up there crying, "Miles is on the phone, oh my God," because, it was just, how he would sound, it always scared me, and they would always laugh about it. And, there's countless hours these guys were talking about boom baps and a wop, wop, wop. And, they would talk almost every single day. These guys loved each other. It was a strong, very, very strong brotherhood between my father and Miles Davis. And 1973 was a phenomenal year. That piece that you guys just seen was 1973 in Tokyo, when my father joined the Miles brand. When my father joined, he brought some extra funk into the band. Now, I can sit here and talk to you guys all day, but I'm going to let my father be the one to tell you on how he met Miles Davis.
Started, of course, in Detroit, working with the Fantastic Four, the Detroit Emeralds, the Temptations, the Four Tops, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Stevie Wonder. I played with them all. The Funk Brothers. I was a young Funk brother.
And how old were you, Michael?
I was 14. Yeah, I was 14. In the 60s, 1966, 67, somewhere in there, 65. Anyway, I played with the Supremes, Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, the Four Tops. I worked with all of them. And I got a call one day from New York after working with Stevie Wonder here in New York at the Copacabana. I got a call. We did the Apollo Theater in the Copacabana, and got that call, and it was his voice on the phone. "Hey, what you doing?" I said, "Who the hell is this?" And "Here's Miles." So I hung up the phone. I didn't know. Well, I never heard his voice before. I thought it was a prankster. So he called back. And so I picked up the phone. It was like 3 in the morning. That's the time everybody functions. 3 in the morning, a.m., that's when they call you while you're trying to sleep, And so he called back, and he said, I wanted to talk with you about joining the band. And so he came down to the just to make a long story short, he came down to the Copacabana with Betty Davis. You remember Betty Davis? He was a big freak. So she was. Whoa. See-through top and everything. And I was a little kid, So I was like, "You want me to play bass?" So they came in, and everybody was there. Mick Jagger, Diana Ross, everybody was in the house. Berry Gordy, and he came up to the dressing room, and I'm cutting. I'm not going to give you the whole thing, but he came up to the dressing room and said to Stevie, "I'm taking your bass player." And it's true. And so he gave me his phone number. And I said, "Wow." And then the next time I saw him, we were at the Apollo Theater, because I called my friend and I said, "Well, Miles Davis." Because, I'm working with the Funk Brothers. You see, everybody didn't know who the Funk Brothers was back then. You see, they learned later that the Motown Funk Brothers were some bad people. You know what I'm saying? We were some bad musicians. You know what I'm saying? So I was working with the Funk Brothers. And so I got a call from Miles Davis. I said, "Look, I'm working with the Funk Brothers. But I'm a kid. I'm 14, 15 years old, And so he called me, and he said, "I'm going to fly you in." And he flew me in. And we went over to the house. And Jack DeJohnette was there. let's see, Keith Jarrett was there. Airto was there.
What was your first record?
John McLaughlin was there.
Was Jack Johnson your first record?
Jack Johnson was the first record. And we did that. Well, I was supposed to go and work with Jimi Hendrix because I was with Buddy Miles. Actually was supposed to be doing the session, but he didn't show up. So I'm sorry, the drummer that played, Billy Cobham.
That's right.
Played the drums because Buddy Miles
Wow.
didn't show up. And I was supposed to go with Buddy to work with Jimi Hendrix. And so we cut Jack Johnson that day. Herbie Hancock came with a bag of groceries. And he was working in the studio down the hall and said that, you know, I'm cutting my record down the street. And Miles said, play that, get over there and play that machine over there. And so it was an electric keyboard. And so Herbie went over to sit down there and play, and Miles said, yeah, that's it, play that. You know, and so, you know, we started playing. John McLaughlin kicked off something, and Billy Cobham started playing. Next thing you know, I was rolling with him. And next thing you know, we had Jack Johnson.
That was an improvised bass line on off? That's
yeah, we
amazing.
just started playing.
That's amazing.
And that's what happened.
Michael was part of the On the Corner years. Please, yep.